Well, I guess we should do Atlantica.
Oh. I don't think I know a single person whose favorite Disney movie is Little Mermaid. You know what? That's a lie. I know a bunch of women that love Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
What brings me to another point is like I have this weird thing where I expect a lot of things, I suppose. Like people praise, like when I hear a bunch of people praising something, I expect it to be something of value, you know? And it's never, there's oftentimes situations where I go, that wasn't very good at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's the case for quite a few musicals I've seen. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Little Mermaid either. Like, Ariel as a character is just an incompetent bitch who learns nothing in the end. Like, that's her story arc. She doesn't grow whatsoever. She stays the same, more or less, through the entire story.
Do you remember the
Daddy
sequels?
fixes everything.
Do you remember the sequels with like skinny, with like what the fuck's her name?
I watched very few of the directed video sequels of Disney movies.
It's like has like skinny Ursula and everything.
Yeah.
A little different.
It was
Ariel
so
has a
strange.
daughter.
Yeah, who has like black hair, and I really actually liked how she looked.
Yeah.
Like short, she had like short black hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch any of those. Same with like The Lion King. I didn't watch any of those. I didn't watch the. Or that's a lie. I watched Return of Jafar, and I vaguely remember 40 Thieves.
Don't worry.
Or
Oh
whatever
yeah,
the hell
40
that
Thieves.
movie
That was a
called.
thing.
Yeah.
Like was it like Aladdin and the 40 Thieves, or Aladdin meets Alibaba?
I don't remember. Something like that.
Alibaba is you. I do like some of the aesthetics of this level, like being able to swim around in 3 dimensions, being transformed into fish peoples. The only downside is that you can't really defend yourself in combat because of how your buttons are rebound to change your elevation.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. It's not that bad. Because they do the same thing in 2 with Lion King and it works fine.
Mm-hmm.
Also not a big Lion King fan.
I watched it recently. I thought it was a decent film.
Yeah, not bad, but it's not my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what my favorite actually would be. I think it's still Aladdin. I think Aladdin and Mulan were really good. I rewatched those for the first time recently, and they hold up surprisingly well.
Aladdin, Mulan's really good. Nightmare Before Christmas, if you count that, is really good.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow it. I guess you'd also have to count Who Framed Roger Rabbit then.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if we're counting that, then I'd probably say Who Framed Roger Rabbit would be my favorite, because that movie's just fucking great. God, this
section, you know. How much of this roll did you actually cut out, or did you record the whole thing?
I did the whole thing, minus certain bits and pieces. I made it go, like, I know how to do this world to make it go by quickly, kind of like Monstro.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we're not gonna be here for that long.
Because 2 had a decent idea with this musical thing. It's a shame it was based off of a really bad rhythm game.
Yeah, that didn't work.
And the singing was not great.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
A lot of what Little Mermaid is its music and animation, and since you can't do its animation in video game form, you're gonna have to do its music.
Yeah.
It was a big deal at the time, because it was like one of the first big Disney movies that really took off and blew everyone's mind.
I'm interested to see what they do for Melody of Memory. With that being a rhythm game, I'm curious what their plan's gonna be. Because I can damn well guarantee it's probably not gonna be Kingdom Hearts 2's rhythm game, you know?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be decent. Like, and it looked decent. It looked kind of like a Theater Rhythm, where it's kind of a mix of like a traditional looking Kingdom Hearts game and the rhythm aspects of a rhythm game.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm curious what like I know I said it a couple parts ago, but I'll say it again. I'm curious if it's gonna be like a review type game where it just goes over plot points, you know?
I hope it doesn't. That would really be a bummer.
Yeah.
Like, I really do want it to be its own original story, own original little side story.
Yeah.
Even if that side story is quite simply somebody's dream.
Which it's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be like a situation where characters are going through like memories or something.
Because it's called Melody of... Say it's called Melody of Memory?
Yeah, Melody of Memory. So I'm thinking it might be something to do with Kyrie going through like the memories to... Never mind, I almost said something that's a spoiler for you for Kingdom Hearts 3, so I'm not going to. It might be something like that.
It's gonna be a recap. It's gonna be a recap.
Yeah. But if it's a fun game, I don't mind it being a recap. Because like anything's better than another recap in the style of like normal Kingdom Hearts. And or without card combat. So I'm okay with it. Also, what's cool is you can hit these clams and they give you prizes.
Sick.
Yeah.
Hit a big one, win a prize.
Like, I'd say they're like treasure chests for this world, but then I remembered when playing it that this world actually has treasure chests, so it doesn't work. Or that would make sense, I mean.
Yep.
Wow, you were just full of energy today, aren't you?
I'm trying to wake up, my man. But yeah, that
That's
wouldn't
cool.
make any sense. It's yeah, it's a different kind of treasure chest. I'm trying to think of did Kingdom Hearts 2 have different kinds of treasure chests for each world, or were they all like pretty, you know,
They were all the
consistent? Okay, because I remember 358 actually changed the look of their treasure chest to kind of a white look to
Yeah.
match the organization.
They
Which brings in the
might
questions:
be-
who would leave chests for the organization in these worlds?
That
Like,
is
do
a
all
good
do all the Dusks just gather shit from the people that they fight and then stick them in the chests for actual organization members to grab when they show up on missions?
That would make sense.
Headcanon that shit.
Yeah. But
I'm great at writing stories for people.
I know that they might change looks depending on the world, but for the most part, they're kind of the same. Actually, no, that's a fucking lie. I'm lying to you. Lion
Why are
King
you lying to
level.
me? Yeah, they're the same.
No, they're like weird, oval, like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're like weird egg treasure chests, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
they look
that's
like
right.
eggs. They're like orange and shit, I think. I think they're orange. But yeah, like Lion King does different chests.
Okay.
But yeah, we
I
had
remember
to
what
we had to
other words
pause
you-
this recording session because Alex needed a nappy wappy, the little baby.
I think I'm coming. I must be coming down with something because I have not been that like debilitatingly tired in a long time.
That could
Like, I
definitely
was-
be the case.
I was having trouble functioning, and I still am. Like I'm still am there on that level of just I am so fucking tired I could cry.
Yeah.
But also, I had a weird situation where whenever I woke up, I kept waking up on and off while I was dreaming, and I'm like, this feels like winter because it was so cold in my apartment,
Yeah.
and I'm just wrapped up completely in my blanket, and I thought I smelled what was pancakes. And I'm like, oh, those pancakes smell delicious. Somebody in the neighboring apartments must be cooking pancakes. I miss pancakes because I'm on a diet where I can't have carbs.
Yeah.
So, like, oh man, I miss pancakes. And I keep waking up and I'm like, that smell's getting stronger. What the hell? And I eventually got up and went to go look and I'm like, man, it smells like I'm cooking pancakes in here. What the hell? And I look and there's a towel on one of the burners.
Oh no.
And apparently I had left the burner on for my eggs. Which explains why they were
Jesus.
so dry when I ate them. It was only on a low setting, but the burner just it didn't melt it. It just singed it. You know, like
Yeah.
it was I was in the lowest possible setting. But it was enough to ruin the towel.
Christ.
So that's what I was smelling. So apparently, so if you want to create the odor of eggs, just drop a fucking washcloth on your element. Or not the odor of pancakes, as I said. Just drop a fucking washcloth on your element, and it will
Thank
smell
God you
delicious.
fucking woke up.
It was on there all day.
Oh.
It's been on there for the last 8 hours or so. Because the first thing I did when I wake up, is usually I cook breakfast because it gets me to focus on something.
Yeah. Well, at least nothing burnt
Also-
down or anything. Jesus.
Also, using thunder underwater, really stupid idea. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If this was Divinity, you'd all be dead.
As long as
I wish it
have
was
my
Divinity.
sight,
I'm kidding.
I will not tolerate those creatures
Yeah.
inside this palace.
Hey, Trident creatures inside this place. So I guess this ties into my theory of like how all the different world leaders actually like
Dangerous out there.
had a part in the Keyblade War. You know,
Strange creatures
like
lurk
Yensid
outside.
and this guy. You know.
I mean, he said creatures, he didn't say heartless.
Yeah, but he didn't mention that he noticed they're from another world.
Not yet.
I think.
Who are they?
Oh, he does.
They helped
Well,
us fight
he
off
does,
those
yeah, but he
creatures.
doesn't yet.
Oh.
They don't look familiar.
We're from an ocean.
That would
very
be
far away.
muddling. Meddling.
We came to find the keyhole.
You used to be able to meddle
What's that?
until the Keyblade War.
Well, it's a
There's no such
Thing changed
thing,
when the Fire
certainly
Nation
not
attacked.
here.
But Daddy,
Used to be able to muddle all the time. Honestly, isn't that something they tell you in Birth by Sleep? Is not to muddle? Metal? Fuck.
You are not
Maybe.
to leave the palace. Is
I don't
that
remember.
clear?
I know they say it, like, very loudly in Alice's world. Wonderland. There we go. How the fuck did I
Alice's
forget
world.
that?
Apparently that book was written to make no sense.
I believe it.
I watched a video called
Perhaps
"You're Using
I'm
Alice in
being
Wonderland
too
Wrong," and he made some very good points, and it was quite interesting.
I'm just
He
concerned.
basically whenever someone tries to like rationalize or tie Alice in Wonderland to like logic, it's never a good thing because it's going against the very spirit of the books, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be
Nonsense.
nonsense in a dream, basically. It's supposed to be like a weird, lucid
Which is
dream.
not satisfying to most people. I mean, I'm gonna kind of take the other side of the argument here, and it's like the reason why people want to keep changing that shit to make it like logical, I guess, is because that doesn't make sense. Like people don't like it when things just don't have explanations, you know?
Yeah.
I know I don't.
I don't mind it.
I won't-
If it's
I
very
won't-
clearly, obviously something that isn't supposed to make sense, like, I'm sure you've had, like, wonky dreams that are illogical.
Yes, had one earlier.
So, yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's nice. Or, not nice, but, like, I see the appeal of it. Like, I know I
Yeah.
like it myself.
I never disliked it. I just, again, it's one of those situations where I watch it and I go, all right, that's a thing that exists.
Yeah.
It doesn't really blow me away or nothing.
I should read that book. Because I know, I think I did middle school, but I don't remember anything from it.
Yeah, it's a read.
And even that, I think, was Through the Looking Glass. I don't think I read, like, is Through the Looking Glass the one that they usually do when it comes to Alice in Wonderland, or is that, like, just
So-
called Alice in Wonderland?
That was something I learned in the video, is apparently nobody really wants to adapt the first book on its own because they'll almost always pull in shit from the other books.
Okay.
It's one of the situations where if they are going to adapt Through the Looking Glass, they're always going to yank something from the other material. It's kind of like how when Peter Jackson was adapting The Hobbit, he kept pulling stuff from the Silmarillion.
Or, like, Wizard of Oz. I think that's also the case, where there's certain things from other books, potentially. I'd have to do
You ever-
research into that, but...
Have you ever seen the sequel to Wizard of Oz, Return to Oz?
No, but I watched the Nostalgia Critic review for that. That movie is
is-
fucking weird.
Nightmare fuel. I love it.
Yeah. Like the fucking Hall of Heads.
Mm-hmm. Or the Wheelers. The Wheelers are what fucked me
Oh,
up.
yeah.
They're people with wheels for hands, and they fall
Yep.
into the. And there's this thing called the Deadly Desert, so you see one of them trip and fall, and the sand just eats him alive, and he just dies when it's just sand that kills you. Who would invent such a thing?
Reminds me of, I got scared of Beetlejuice as a kid, I think it was. Because,
Oh.
in that movie, there's a point, if I remember correctly, where, I can't remember his name. whatever. The actor, the main male lead, opens the door and it's just like a big sand desert with this weird Tim Burton style fucking sandworm coming out and like coming at
that
the fucking door.
Big old dune worm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that shit. That was cool. And
that was really cool.
That was one of those movies I watched on TV as a kid, and my parents were like, "Alex, watch. It's really good." And I'm like, I don't get it.
Beetlejuice or Dune?
Beetlejuice, not
Oh.
Dune. Definitely not Dune. That's a movie. That's a book I need to read. Apparently, the movie is built in such a way to only be understandable by those who have read the book,
Oh, cool.
while still not being as good as the book.
Yeah.
So it's basically a movie for nobody. But then again, it's directed by David Lynch, so of course it's a fucking movie for nobody. He likes to make unsatisfying movies that people hate.
That's the
Twin Peaks guy.
yeah, Twin Peaks guy.
But Twin Peaks was also made by someone who was also like co-written by other people, so Twin
Yeah.
Peaks is probably the most down to earth and satisfying of his works.
So it's the Deadly Premonition guy.
Twin Peaks is good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
I
a
need to
certain
watch
point.
it. I
It's just the problem is there's a bunch of weird Lovecraftian shit in the show, and there's a certain point where the story ends, and then someone goes, "We need to find out what's going on with that shit," and I go, "Oh no, 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 no," and then they start looking into it. And it's a goddamn mess. At one point, cream corn gets blamed for all evil in the world.
nice.
Good show though.
So I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah. I still think one of the funny instances that happened when I was still watching the Best Friends play, like everything by them, because why the hell not? I have bouts like that where if I find a YouTube channel and I realize, oh, I like this content, I'll start from their like first playlist and just binge watch all of their content.
Yeah, like when you're just watching it, and you'll hit a point where you're like, okay, like I'm watching enough of their videos. I might as well just start from the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
Like I hit that point with I don't even know the name of their channel. Like honestly, I've just been watching their videos, and that's Zach and just look up Zach's Gun Rants, that channel.
Oh
Their
yeah,
biggest
Mike
stuff.
something I think. Like Mike.
Yeah. I've just been watching all their videos because they're fucking
Good videos,
fantastic.
yeah.
Their commentary is amazing. They're doing this. There's this new thing that I've seen a lot of different YouTubers do, which is a mix of role playing and just talking.
Yeah.
And they just have these long, in-depth conversations
About the
But
military.
about the military and shit. But it's done in such a way that where it could actually make sense to happen within the world of Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because I always forget their I think they do co-stuff, like Fallout New Vegas co-plays, right?
yeah, they're doing a co-op playthrough of New Vegas right now, or they. I don't even know if they still are, but watching their stuff's been a real treat.
Yeah.
It's gotten me through a lot of days at work, and I keep running into the problem where basically what I'm doing is if they see or if they find anything, or if they get to a part of the game that I'm not at, that I never got to, because I've been through the entire main quest in New Vegas,
Okay.
but I want to remain mostly unspoiled.
Yes.
And whenever they get to a part of the game that I haven't seen before, I click away and I'll pop on a different thing. But I run into the problem where I've watched enough of their content now where all that's left is the shit that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Because I'm crazy about spoilers. You have the blessing that you forget about spoilers for things you don't have an interest in or haven't watched yet.
Yeah.
Which I wish I had, because I'm a fucking content sponge. Like I just knock out a bunch of YouTube videos all at once, and that's how I do shit. I never just watch one. It's always let's just watch all the videos this creator has ever made.
I did that with Mutahar multiple times with Mutahar actually.
Mhm.
Because I really love Some Ordinary Gamers content.
Oh yeah,
I did that with
back
Call Me Kevin.
I remember back in the Call Me Kevin and Will Burger, same thing.
Will Burger as well, yeah.
He's got certain LPs I don't want to watch. Like I don't like any of his face cam stuff. I want to watch his weird RP, like again, mix between RP and LP.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to kind of do with our Fallout shit, but again, I'm not really acting in character that much. We do a lot of third-person commentary, but if we were playing like a co-op game, we could easily do that.
Yeah,
It's just
I definitely
you do not like RPing. I've noticed.
I've never really done it much.
Oh, okay. It's just like playing pretend as a kid. You ever like just play pretend?
No, I grew up with video games. I never
Dude,
needed to.
when I wasn't playing video games, I was off having little adventures in my head. Even if I wasn't, like, I still do it. I still just put myself in imaginary scenarios in my head at work and stuff, and I don't have anything to do.
Yeah. But anyway, to tie that back into David Lynch, I almost said David Cage. And what that has to do with anything with him is I was watching the Super Best Friends LP of Deadly Premonition, and then they started referencing back to Twin Peaks and how it tied into that game, and I'm like, okay, I guess I can't watch this anymore.
Yeah, that's why I stopped my playthrough of Twin Peaks or of That's great. That's why I stopped my playthrough of Deadly Premonition, because I realized that I'm spoiling myself on Twin Peaks by playing it. I have to stop. Now I can go back. Now that I'm as caught up as I wish to be on Twin Peaks. I can go back and watch Deadly Premonition now, or play Deadly Premonition because I own it. Might as well play it, you know. Yeah. And there's also a sequel that's going to be coming out for Switch, which means eventually it'll come out for PC, so I can just wait. Yeah. But yeah.
It's really cool that both that and its sequel are on Switch now.
I want to like get into the rest of Twin Peaks, but apparently it's as of this point forward, it's just David Lynch fucking with the audience.
Oh. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but
he likes doing that.
Yeah.
There are certain directors and developers that believe it's more important that that art does not exist to satisfy people. It exists to make people feel things. Yeah. Which I understand. I can be there. I can be there too. However, I feel like as though you should finish stories that you start.
Yeah.
And that's more important than making somebody feel something. I would rather have a well-written story than a feeling, because I can make feelings for myself.
Yeah.
As the key bearer, you must already know.
Like, I don't know if you ever have this, but there's
also this is what you were referring to.
Of course
yes.
I know that, but
just to this is what we were talking about, because
the key bearer,
you know what? Damn it! I don't know if it was said in Union Cross, because I don't mind spoiling that, but since it was stated in Dark Road, I don't want to bring it up. But it had to do with the connections between worlds before the Keyblade War, or before the Keyblade War.
I'm guessing it works like hyperspace lanes in Star Wars, where there are just these preset lanes between worlds.
Fuck it, I'll just say it. Basically, all the worlds were connected, and you could travel between them to and fro, from what I understand, before the Keyblade War happened. And then after the Keyblade War, all passage between worlds was blocked off, thus needing the Keyblade armor to navigate space and be able to go to those other worlds.
Makes sense.
Which, since that was actually a thing in Birth by Sleep, I guess it's fine to bring up, because that in Dark Road, the main cast is using the Keyblade armor.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Which is really cool.
You're Ursula. Well, I was just wondering if...
It's all right.
I really enjoy the Keyblade armor as a design. I think that's one of the cooler things about Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
It was also one of the first things we saw of Birth by Sleep.
That shouldn't be too hard.
Like it was the lingering will and that Birth by Sleep trailer at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Special help. That mysterious key.
I sent you a message just now that
I will read it here shortly.
Because I wanted to do something, but I didn't want to like say it out loud in case I don't actually do it.
Carefully.
Go for it.
I will, yeah.
Are we done with Little Mermaid?
We're almost done with this episode, but we still have cutscene to do.
Yay!
But no, we're not done, because we still have 2 boss fights in this world.
Yay!
I know, right?
They seek is somewhere in the palace.
Oh.
I'm,
I thought she said I fucked the keyhole, and I'm like, what? Ursula, excuse me.
all for revenge. Running.
So you're gonna notice something here, and the next transition from as soon as I get to the palace, and I'll explain what the deal is. Because for whatever reason, I think I pressed a button that stopped the recording short. So, so I had to splice in footage from the theater.
Yep.
The theater thing that came with or that came as a DLC. As you can tell, the font's different. So,
I see.
yeah.
Her hair looks really good for a PS2 model, I might add.
Yeah, it does.
Like, it's obvious that she has little preset tendrils in her hair, but the way it's shot, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
That was really smart. Also, Ursula, you look dreadful. I don't know why your PS2 model is really unsettling to me, and I'm not entirely sure why.
Yeah.
Also, I have completed my goal, Travis.
Nice.
I dealt with the troubles in our other Let's Play. That's all I'm gonna say. The thing we were struggling with, I took care of it. Off
You
screen.
leveled up, or?
No, I grabbed the vertebrate plans.
Oh, okay.
But I recorded it so we can do some commentary over that after. It's not going to have any music or nothing. I'll just play like a backing track, or we can just do it silent.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, because I can't record audio while doing commentary for other shit. But that's been taken care of.
Yeah.
My father is
Also,
yes.
my fault.
Also, there's gonna be a weird cut here in a second to the save point, because the recording stopped. I didn't realize it until after Triton said what he said. But I will say what he said next time. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.